Let's bring in Vineet Mittal now, Chairman of Indian renewable energy company Avaada Group. Vineet, welcome to the programme Inside India. Let's start there with the UK-India trade deal. And what is there in that deal of substance that benefits green tech companies like your own?
Thank you for inviting me. The UK-India Free Trade Agreement is a strategic opportunity for both the economies. If executed right, it can unlock more than 34 billion in annual trade potential. From Avaada's perspective and green energy sector perspective, it opens the door for export Indian-made solar panels, wind turbine, electrolyzer, batteries, BESS, and also it opens a huge opportunity under Article 6.2 to export green hydrogen and green ammonia and green methanol from India to UK, and gives an opportunity to leverage the UK's financial institution for green infrastructure financing. So the way we see is that clean energy could be the cornerstone of this trade pact, and a company like Avaada is ready to be anchor player in that equation.
Very interesting, Vineet. So is this UK-India trade deal a gateway into the broader European market? And I suppose a lot rests on the evolution of an EU-India free trade agreement. What's the European market worth to you?
Europe, if you look at besides US, Europe is the second largest market for all the exporter. But UK trade does not anchor the EU deal because, as you know, UK and EU also have no free trade agreement anymore. So from our perspective, the whole EU commissionerate was in India a few months back. Indian government is working with them extensively to reach that free trade agreement, and that would provide a strategic opportunity both for Europe and India. And the biggest discussion point when President of EU was in India with industry was around Article 6.2, and yes. Europe needs 20 million tons of green hydrogen per year, which translates to roughly 115 million tons of green ammonia, methanol and SAF requirement. And even on MEPC, on the marine transport side, EU brings quite a robust policy, and they have a CBAM, carbon border adjustment mechanism to tax the carbon emission in the host suppliers country. So all of that is kind of boon to in green energy sector. If that FTA happens, India would see almost $100 billion plus opportunity just on the export of green ammonia, green methanol and its variant alone, and then across the sector there is a great opportunity.
And that is a considerable opportunity. Vineet, let's bring it back to the domestic situation in India. Just bring us up to speed where Avaada is in terms of capacity build-outs in solar and wind. Hi, Vineet. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you okay, yes.
Yes, I'll just repeat my question. Domestically within India, bring us up to speed in where Avaada is in terms of building out solar and wind capacity.
So if you look at from India, over the last 15 years since our inception, we have witnessed nothing short of revolution in India's energy sector. Even a decade back in 2015, India had just 5 gigawatt of solar and around 89 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity, including largely wind and hydro. As of June 2025, we have crossed 234 gigawatt of solar, wind and storage capacity. This is not just an incremental growth, it's a structural transformation. And if you remember, thermal power once dominated at over 75% of our energy mix. Now it stands nearly equal with renewable. And the drive behind this leap is solar, clean, scalable, and now economically beatable. And there is a huge focus from Government of India on pumped storage and BESS. And from Avada's perspective, what we are doing is we are targeting 50,000 megawatt of solar wind project by 2035. And currently, we have 16,000 megawatt of awarded contract on the BESS side. We have almost 16,000 megawatt plus of power purchase agreement with different utilities. So we are targeting to add almost 4 gigawatt a year in terms of our IPP capability. But we are a fully integrated company. So our biggest challenge used to be around price fluctuation on the solar panels, and policy tailwinds now are very strong to manufacture solar panels locally. So
that is such an interesting question and such an interesting point, Vineet. Now I wanted to ask you if you see a point in India's green energy journey where it can completely reduce or displace the need to import solar cells and modules from China and produce domestically, and are PLI programs and incentives, are they moving that in the right direction?
So actually what has happened is we are seeing a clear trend worldwide towards deglobalization and focusing more and more on making every country self-reliant. And what India is doing today is that they have come out with a very strong incentive for research and development for next generation efficiency, entire solar value chain, wind value chain, and they are giving companies who are serious production linked incentive. And what it has done is has created a 100 gigawatt of solar panel factories across India, and some of us are setting up the super factory where right from silicon all the way to the module we are going to produce locally in India. And currently we have 8,500 megawatt of solar panels operational super factory, and we are backward integrating all the way to ingots. And we are seeing several more players have entered this space. And I think for India, the strategy is about clean tech sovereignty. India want to manufacture not just for India the low-end panels, but they are encouraging every company to go in R&D with companies globally and build for the global market as well. And
clean tech sovereignty, I like that term, and also Avada is making quite a few advancements in green hydrogen technology and those ambitions. I'm afraid we are just out of time, Vineet. It's a fascinating conversation. Do come back again and join us at another opportunity. Vineet Mittal there from Avada Group.